to Publicized Theory Podcast. I am your host, Anthony Ocasio. We are officially 3 weeks into PT. Isn't that crazy? 3 weeks into the podcast, we are almost approaching the 1 month anniversary of PT, and I couldn't thank you all enough for rocking out with me again on this Friday. I have a great episode in store for you all today that kind of piggybacks on last week's episode where I spoke on opportunities, where I spoke on aligning your thoughts and your mind for the opportunities that you want to enter into your life, as well as developing a mental cookie jar of your greatest wins, your accomplishments, and the highlights of your life, so that when you are down and when you are feeling low, you can tap back into that jar and remind yourself that you've done things, you've accomplished things, and you've overcome many obstacles 10 times over. So why not overcome something again? This week, I'm speaking on becoming the asset, how we all can develop skills complementary to the skills and the talents that we already have in order to heighten our stature and become more formidable in the areas of our lives that we dedicate so much time to day in and day out. But before I dive into the core content of the episode, let me say it is Friday. I hope everyone has had an amazing week. I hope everyone this week has found a way to remain present, found a way to appreciate the now. The future doesn't exist. Let me just remind everyone, the future does not exist. So do not worry so much on the future. Take full advantage of every moment that you have now and appreciate every moment that you have now. Tomorrow will come, but all we have right now is now. So what do I mean by becoming the asset? What is the concept around becoming the asset, and how can I become an asset in the things that I do? One, let me tell you that you're already an asset. You already provide value in the things that you're a part of. Now, how much value, that's for you to decide. That's for you to answer. And I know we all can provide more value because there are things that we can do to strengthen the skills that we have. Now, by definition, skill set stacking is the concept that individuals can make themselves more valuable by gaining a wide range of skills instead of pursuing one skill or talent. So if, for example, you're a content creator who creates content, who is nice at creating videos, what are other skills that you can complement that skill with? There's social media marketing, that's a skill. There's graphic design, that's another skill. And it all complements that one skill that you already have. So it's pursuing complementary skills that may support each other, and it creates a unique new set of skills. And what that does is it allows you to provide more value. Now, the value could be self-serving because it can be for your business, it can be for your brand, it could be for your family and friends, or it could be for the organization that you work for. There are promotions that may present themselves in the future that if you showcase those skills that you have and the talent that you've cultivated through time, I'm sure you get tapped on the shoulder for those opportunities. Not to mention the ever-evolving world of technology and content creation, and everything that's going on right now is very skill-centric. It's very, how can you provide value? What do you know? And what don't I know? And how can we join forces so that we complement each other and we get to the end goal? That could be you and a business. That could be you and a business partner. That could be you and your brand and the goals that you have set for your brand. That can also just be you as an individual. Where do you want to go in life? Who do you want to become? What tools do you need to get there? It doesn't have to be learning softwares. It could be something as simple as, you know what? I'm great at public speaking, but how can I become a better listener? That's another skill. It can be very personable. It does not have to be profession based. And I don't want this episode strictly to be about you achieving new skills so that you can help someone else's dream, but more so, how can you become better as a person? How can you become better at the things that you're doing and that you're a part of? And if that is for another organization, so be it. At the end of the day, you're providing value. And if it's gratifying for you, then that's all that matters. If it makes you happy at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Because everyone's not an entrepreneur. Everyone's not looking to grow a personal brand. Everyone's not in a space where they want to build a business. There are a lot of entrepreneurs that are completely satisfied with working for a company and achieving the metrics and the goals that they have set forth for that company. And that's perfectly fine. Value is not one-dimensional. Value is very much alive and well in so many different facets of life. Becoming the asset is all about providing value for yourself, for businesses, for those around you, whether it's helping a friend out, giving them advice, that's value. We all can begin to tap into skill set stacking. And now with the invention of the internet, there are so many outlets for you to learn new things. There's YouTube, there's Coursera, there's Udemy, there's LinkedIn Learning. What I love and enjoy doing is taking a broad outlook on me as a person. And what I've done is try to understand the areas that I may be weak in. Now, granted, you're not going to be great at everything. And I don't think anyone is out there. Everyone has weaknesses. Everyone is not good at something. Can you aspire to be great at everything? Of course. Why not? But will you? I don't know. I'm not the judge of that. I do know no one is perfect. But can you be great at many things? Hell yes. Why not? Why can't you know about this? Why can't you know about that? Why can't you be great at multiple things that may not even be related to each other? The options of what you can know and achieve are limitless. Think about it. We're humans. Think about the things we've created over the course of time. Computers, cars, electricity, technology that builds cars, technology that builds homes, machines. Think about everything that we've created as humans. You telling me our minds are not powerful? You're telling me that our minds is not the greatest asset that we have? Look around. Everything that you see around you right now was created by a human. Who knows? Maybe it was God-given gift that they had or a skill that they had, but they still needed to harness it. They still needed to get better. They still needed to stack it with other complementary skills that took it to the next level. And if not, someone else complemented the skills and allowed them to take it to the next level. We can be good at so many things. And in a lot of ways, when you have ambitious goals, you have to be valuable. You have to begin to stack your skill sets. You have to be an asset. I know for me, I want to generally create generational wealth, something that in my bloodline has never been done. Generations have not been able to achieve that. Granted, there were probably many obstacles, way more than I may have to go through. So yeah, their sacrifices will not go in vain. But I know that in order to get to that level, you know how much information I need to absorb, how much knowledge I need to expose myself to, how many people I need to come in contact with who may have information that I'm not privy to. It's a lot, and I'm fully aware of that. But that's why I ensure that I do my part day in and day out, because I know the mountain that I want to climb will require a lot of tools, and it will take a lot of days to get to the mountaintop. Begin to think about the skills that you have now. Begin to think about how can you compound those skills with other complementary skills. Begin to think about how you can become more formidable in different areas and aspects of your life. It doesn't always have to be your job. It can be individually. Think about your goals and the things that you will need to learn or may need to know in order to check that off the checklist. Is there something that you can be learning now to help make that process, when it does arrive, easier or even expedite it to a certain degree? These are all valid questions that we can have. These are all valid questions that we should ask, because why not stay ahead of the curve? Why not try to be ahead in any which way that we can, especially if we're already operating at a disadvantage? Life will continue to throw multiple hurdles at you. Life will continue to throw multiple obstacles in your direction. You can begin to prepare yourself and your toolkit, whether it's mentally, whether it's with the skills that you're learning, you can be prepared. Skill set stacking is very important. And in order to become an even greater asset, I think it's one of the things that we all should look at very seriously and understand that we all have value to provide. And we all have things that I believe we're innately good at and that we can become better at each and every day. We all are assets. We're definitely not liabilities. We're definitely not people who don't aspire to be great. If you're listening right now, you aspire to be great and you hold yourself to a high regard. And that standard is the standard that you set for yourself day in and day out. And if you slip up on achieving that standard, it's okay. Like I said, no one's perfect. There will be days where you slip up. There will be days where you don't meet and match the standard that you set for yourself. But so long as the days that you do meet that standard, that you do exceed that standard, outweigh the days that you slip up, you'll be just fine. It's the compound effect. Small advancements daily equal big changes in the future. That's all I have for you all today. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Publicized Theory. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please rate, comment, and review this episode if it provided you with value, if it really gave you an extra bit of information that you can use to tackle your day to day and elevate yourself in any which way. It's greatly appreciated. Have a great weekend. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed.